Good day everyone. In this video, I will be showing you how to format chart elements in Google Sheets. This tutorial should be pretty straightforward and really easy to follow, so anyone should be able to do this if you watch carefully. Now let us get started to the video. Before we start, I want you to make sure that the Google Chrome or the browser that you are using to open Google Sheets is currently up to date. And this is for the reason that we can avoid any unexpected errors that may come along our way if we do this process. Also, don't worry if you're not familiar with the whole interface of Google Sheets, if you're a beginner or even a first timer in using the software, as I will be here to guide you and show you the step-by-step process on how to do this. Now, if you want a brief idea on how to use Google Sheets and what is Google Sheets used for, please be sure to check out the video that we have already created in our YouTube channel, in which I taught you how to use Google Sheets for beginners and first timers. I also gave you a brief introduction on how to use Google Sheets and how to create a chart there. Now, if you want separate tutorials, we have already created a dedicated playlist that combines all the Google Sheet tutorials on our YouTube channel, so please be sure to check it out as well. Now let's head to the tutorial itself. Right now I have here a graph, a bar chart, and in this column A from 2 to 6 we have a set of data that corresponds to the chart that we have created, ranging from cell A2 to cell A4. Now we have already created a tutorial on how to insert this data, and now I am going to teach you how to format the elements inside this chart. It's actually quite simple. The first thing that we would like to do is to left click on our chart, like so, in which you can see we can move it around, we can resize it if we want, make it longer and more. Now, to format and edit the elements inside this, you have to click on the three dot icon, three dot icon on the top right corner of the graph right here. Click on it once and click on edit chart. And as you can see, it will open up the chart editor on the right side of our screen, in which we can format our elements. Now, this is the basic setup of your chart. You can see you have the x-axis, we have the series and the data range. Mine is set from A2 to A4. That's why we only have 3 graphs right over here. But to format the elements inside of it, you can head over to the customize section right over here. And then as you can see, we got the legend. If you want to change the legend, if you have one, the series, you can change the fill color right over here. You can change the fill opacity like so that you can see the line behind it, but in my case I will just set it to 100% like so. Now you can also change the line color, which will put an outline to the graph like so, and its opacity as well. The line dash, you can use a whole straight line, a dotted line, you can use dashed or even dash dot, and many more right over here. You can explore it yourself, but by default it is set to the solid line, which looks pretty slick and minimal. Now you can also add data point right over here like so, as you can see, in which you can customize it by itself, while the others is not affected. You can change the series as well like so, but in my case I'm just gonna do it like this, or you can delete it if you want like so. Now you also got the legend if you have one, and here we have the label for the horizontal axis. You can choose it to be bold, you can change the font of it, as you can see right there in the bottom. And you also got the format or the edit of the element for the vertical axis, which you can change right over there. You can change the text color and the label font size and many more. And lastly, you have the grid line and ticks. Now for a tip or a beginner guide, I want you to set this grid lines and text by default only, so that we will not mess up our graph that much. But if you wish to change some of those, then go ahead and click this one and you can change it right over here. And that's pretty much it for today's video. If you learned something in this video, please consider subscribing and dropping a like. And from here, I'll see you guys next time, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.